Good morning, collective. It's Una Fierce here, the Eclectic Witch, and this is my tarot show. How you guys doing today? I am here to bring you a message for Monday, the 23rd of March. So, Spirit, where are we going to begin this message? I'm going to begin by flipping the timer. There we go. All right. And I keep looking at the Spirit of the Animals Oracle. So, I guess that's where we're going to go. As I'm speaking, I have a frog in my throat. Maybe it's a sign, who knows? All right, so Spirit, let me clear the energy in the space. All right, Spirit, what is this message for Monday for the collective energy, please? What would you have the collective to know for March the 23rd? Spirit, please help me to bring a clear and concise message for the collective energy for Monday, March the 23rd. Please and thank you. All right, one card out, please, Spirit, for the collective. Would you have me to lay to the collective energies? Oh, these cards are so big. All right, there's one. We have Eagle Mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Wow. All right, I'm just going to move this wand. Get a little drink here. All right. Spirit, what about this Eagle Mastery? So many cards. Tell me about Eagle Mastery, Spirit. What else for the collective here? Alright, I guess I'm just going to take the one on the top. We have Dragonfly Magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. Beautiful energy. Alright. So, Spirit, what else? What else for the collective? What about this dragonfly? We've got Lynx, Keeper of Secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see other secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. All right. One more card, Spirit. I get one more card for this collective message for Monday. Thank you. We have Sea Otter Happiness, and I saw this one earlier. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let go of worry and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. All right. All right, uno momento, por favor. All right, so this is a very similar message to yesterday's message. I am seeing that you says let go of the past and soar. You're realizing that you're in a whole new world, okay? You are going through a transformation where you can now fly. You can see the bigger picture. You're understanding that this life is never what you ever imagined, what you were ever taught, what you ever learned. I feel like you're being guided through your intuition. Your higher self is telling you that this is not what you thought it was. And I feel like it says your wisdom inspires the world. I feel like you're teaching this to others. Okay, you're sharing your story, you're letting people know that we've been fooled, okay? That we're more powerful than we ever thought we were. And I feel like it's been a bit of a struggle. Okay, so the dragonfly, when it goes through the cocoon stage, it turns into this pile of goo, right? I feel like your life has resembled that recently. I feel like things have been a mess, right? I feel like you're realizing that you can't go back to the past. A dragonfly, once it's in the cocoon stage, if it, I'm pretty sure that if it doesn't make it through the cocoon stage, it dies, right? If it tries to come out too soon, it has no ability to change the way that the transformation takes place. It just has to patiently wait for the ending, for the cocoon to come off and to come out when it's time, right? I feel like you're realizing that you have no choice but to just let go of the way that you used to be, because that's not going to serve you in this new life. All right. Um, Thanks, keeper of secret. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see other secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. I feel like you, through your connection to spirit, through your meditations, through your mindful things that you do for yourself, your mindfulness activities, um, through your, maybe it's yoga, whatever it is, the way that you connect to spirit. I feel like you have seen this, like you picture this, you see how this plays out. I feel like that you've realized that we manifest everything in our lives, okay? And that's really that we have more control over our surroundings and our our life, for lack of a better word, our existence, that we control it anyway. And that I feel like this is just a reminder. This links card is a more of a reminder that in order to see the bigger picture, we have to make sure that we're connecting to spirit, connecting to our higher selves, taking the time to make time for these mindful exercises. When we don't get grounded and we just continue on without, you know, doing the things like clearing our energy and grounding and things like that, getting out into nature, hugging a tree, whatever it is you do to get grounded. Without that, we get lost in the shuffle. We get stuck in our 3D reality a lot easier than if we do practice these things, then that keeps us connected to spirit, right? And it makes it easier for us to remember who we are, remember that we are manifesting our lives, remember that it's all about our vibrations, the sea otter, the happiness, and being releasing expectations of what our life we think it should look like based on our old beliefs, okay? Based on what we see in our matrix. This is the intent of this life, to be playing with the flowers and smiling and enjoying each other's company and enjoying the nature and enjoying the look of the good life, okay? And that really is what spirit intended for us. This experience is we're here to experience all the, just being alive, just being here to enjoy what God gave to us to enjoy. And the way we've been living, we've been missing all of it. We've been in a rush. We've been, trying to punch the time clock on time. We're trying to, get home, get dinner made. And we only got so much time, and we're on this timeline of, have to get things done all the time. And I feel like with that, we miss the whole point of being alive, which is to experience happiness. It says, let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Just embracing everything that's happening, knowing that it's happening for us, even when it seems like a negative, just learning to laugh at it and say, oh, I see you there. I acknowledge that you're there. That's okay. I'm all right with it. I'm just going to keep on being happy, regardless of what it is. Okay. And I feel like, in a nutshell, these are just all keys of manifesting our greatest life possible. And I feel like you realize that you're mastering your energy, you're understanding that you have total control over all of it. Whether you think you want to or not. Seems like a big handful of responsibility, but that really is what it is. So I guess it's time to embrace it, eh? Okay, so Spirit, where am I going from here? Looking around the room. I think we're gonna go to these. And one more time. All right, so Spirit, tell me about Eagle Mastery. Stand strong. With defense as your shield, find strength and preservation, guarding what matters most. I feel like what matters most is, what matters most is that you're happy. You have to be in a vibration of happiness in order to bring happiness to you. You have to be in a vibration of love in order to bring love to you. You have to be in a vibration of abundance in order to bring abundance to you. I feel like you're learning that you have to protect your energy from the outside forces, okay, that are trying to bring you down back into the three-dimensional level, right? And you're realizing that you can just protect your energy and just continue on the way that you're going. Just continue on being happy. You can just continue on seeing it for what it is. Those outside energies that are trying to get you to lose your stuff, okay? You're seeing it for what it is, and you're just shrugging it off at this point. You're saying, okay, cool, do your thing, I'm going to do mine. You're realizing that if you want to bring this in, that you have to be able to stand in your truth and stand in your happiness, stand in your ability, the ability that you have to be happy no matter what's happening. Be okay with your life situation no matter what it is. Finding a way to be satisfied and grateful for everything, even the bad things. If you can find a way to Spirit, I'm grateful for these lessons. I'm grateful that it's helping me to become my highest and greatest self. Thank you that I'm learning what I need to learn, even when it looks tough. I feel like that is a really important message. Excuse me one second. Okay, sorry about that. I was getting a little distracted. Um, okay, so also what I'm getting with this stand strong is I feel like you are realizing that you want to protect your manifestations, okay, the things that you're working on. You're learning that there are some people that you should talk to about them and some people that you shouldn't, okay? Um, I feel like you're getting the ins and outs of protecting your energy, protecting your manifestations, protecting your relationships. You're realizing that there are the good, the bad, and the ugly out there that they are just what they are and that they don't have to affect you. Okay, um, and there are certain ways. Sometimes they don't affect you by if they don't know what you're doing, then they don't know. Right? They can't say anything negative against it and change your thought processes. Okay, but I feel like you're learning that this is important. Okay, tell me about dragonfly magic, spirit. Give me one card for dragonfly magic, please, spirit. Okay, one card, please, for dragon magic. These cards are so slippery, they just go all over the place. I'm just going to take the one that hit the table. All right, take great care. Nurture yourself, prioritize well being, and tread gently on your journey ahead. I feel like you're realizing that your well being and your happiness and your focus on your things that you're creating are what's most important to you. In the past, I feel like maybe you've been some sort of a caregiver or to the people in your life. Maybe you've been prioritizing others' needs over your own. But I feel like you're realizing that you have to come first, okay? Because your life is the only one that you can control, right? And you're getting better about putting yourself first, putting your self care, putting yourself first, realizing that you are this magical being and that you are worthy of being your priority. All right, tell me about Lynx, Keeper of Secret Spirit. Getting better. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Welcome improvements one step at a time. I feel like this is about being soft with yourself, being gentle with yourself, allowing yourself to realize that you've made mistakes, or maybe you stepped off the path a little bit, maybe you backslid a little bit in some ways, but you're realizing that it's okay. It's all okay. It's all for your highest and greatest good. It's all for you to learn the lessons, and that there's nothing wrong with anything. I feel like maybe you used to beat yourself up over things that you did wrong, quote unquote. Okay. But I feel like you're realizing that just by realizing that that's okay, that's one step in the right direction. Okay. I feel like you're focusing on improving yourself, focusing on building a better you, and that you're realizing that it's not all going to happen overnight, right? But you can just relax and just allow things to unfold the way that they do, and that there's nothing wrong with any of it. You're learning to observe your life rather than react to it. Observe it and respond to it in a calm and complacent manner, like it is what it is. Okay. So what did I learn from that? Okay. So how do I do better next time? Okay. It's you're controlling your energy better about the things that go wrong. And you're realizing that you're doing just fine. Spirit, can I have one about happiness, please? It says, honor your worth, recognize your value, and stand proudly in your truth, knowing that self-love is the foundation for all other relationships. And then we also got gentle release, let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents. I feel like you're realizing that this is a way to maintain your happiness by just letting go of your expectations of yourself, your expectations of anything, of how things have to look, of how things should be forming in your life. You're realizing that you are perfect just the way you are, and that every decision that you make is perfect just the way that it is, and that it's all just to make yourself better. I feel like by knowing that, you're able to just let go and let things happen the way that they are. You're going with the flow. You're calming down. You're allowing things to play out the way that they do and not trying to control the narrative so much. You're just doing what you can and moving forward regardless of what it looks like. All right. I think I'm going to go to Earth Angels from here. We'll go this way. I heard you're learning to be happy just being. Tell me about stand strong, Spirit. Silvery light. Here's the picture. The silver spiritual lights that shine on you now bring clarity and prosperity. You will see things in a new light, and the choices you make will come from your highest self. Don't always reflect on the past. Live in the moment. Affirmation you can use. My choices are clear. Yeah, I feel like you're realizing that you got this. You know what you have to do. And it's what you have to do is stop doing so much. Stop trying so hard to control everything around you and just let it be what it is and just be okay with it and be happy no matter what it is. by literally just controlling your own emotional vibrations, your own frequency, that you can't go wrong, that you will always draw what is intended for your highest and best good, as long as you maintain your energy, maintain your frequency on a happiness and love vibration. Your past doesn't have anything to do with your life now. That from here on, you're only going to just focus on being happy. I know that sounds so basic, but really that is what it is. Trust that your decisions that you make and the actions that you take are right for you. As long as you're following what feels good, you can't go wrong. Tell me about take great care, Spirit. We have deliverance. A time of mourning has passed. You feel you can work through the grief without attachment to those you love. You can set their souls free, which will also bring you release and freedom to carry on with memories of the good times you had together. I move through grief with grace. I feel like this is about you're realizing that you can't control what your loved ones do with their energy. Okay. In the past, you maybe have tried really, really hard to make them understand what you know. Okay. And they just don't, it doesn't jive for them. Right. And I think that you're realizing that that's perfect. Whatever they choose for themselves is perfect. And that you can't hold on to worrying about what other people are doing, because it's not for you to worry about. It's for them to understand and worry about. Their journey is perfect exactly as it is happening. Everybody's timing is different. Some people won't ever come to understand these lessons in this lifetime, and that's okay. I feel like you're on your last life path and it's meant for you to understand at this time, but you're realizing that it's not that story for everyone. And I feel like you're just, with this take great care, I feel like you've been concerning yourself with others' needs like for so long that it was your way of living. But you're realizing now that their lives have nothing to do with yours. Really, you're mirroring things for each other and learning lessons from each other and things like that. But that's all it was ever meant to be. You're not meant to take on emotions over what they're doing. You're learning to let go of what other people are doing, learning that it's their lessons and their lives and their obligations to take care of themselves. And I feel like that's helping you to stay in this happiness vibration. You're learning that you have to take a step back from that and just let them be perfectly who they are and let them learn in their own timing, and that's exactly what's supposed to happen. Tell me about getting better, Spirit. We have growth. As a flower garden in the midsummer begins to bloom, so does your spiritual knowledge in your daily life. The growing is infinite. You will receive clear sight for the journey ahead, and step by step you will gain confidence in your ability to move forward. Affirmation you can use: I never stop growing. Yeah. I feel like this is you're realizing that this is an ongoing procedure here where we're learning and growing and learning and growing, where the human experience is all about evolution and change, and the spiritual journey even. We've had many lifetimes, and I feel like every time we come back, we're just there to get more information, just there to um, power up our avatar. That's not the words I'm looking for. Level up our avatar. And I feel like you're realizing that there's nothing wrong with that. That it's okay to not know everything. That you're never going to know everything. That our whole journey and journeys and lifetimes is just about us learning who we really are, which is creator consciousness, co-creator consciousness. That there is so much to learn that we'll never know everything, and that we can just stop expecting ourselves to know everything. We can just be satisfied with the fact that we're always going to be learning something, through our experiences, through our people. And I feel like you're understanding that, and it's helping you to calm down. Again, you're just going with the flow. You're like, okay, that's cool. All right, I got it. All right, dodge and weave. All right, no problem. Like, I feel like this cool, calm energy is keeping your head above water. I'm hearing keeping you afloat. This is a major lesson that is needed to be able to be okay across the board. You're realizing that it's all happening for you and not to you. You're just living your life, and you're getting your experiences, and you're moving forward, trying to do better every day, being okay with it when you're not, realizing that it was just there to teach you a lesson, and that's all right. How about honor your worth and gentle release, Spirit? We've got Beltane. Okay, I have no idea what this is. It says, deep within you, a revival is beginning. Your energy will gradually rise and support you for the tasks ahead. This refreshing energy will lift your spirits. Within the fresh spring air, goodness grows. Allow your spirit to do the same. Affirmation you can use: when my spirits are lifted, they help me grow. Yeah. Spirit is just simply asking you to be okay. It sounds so simple, and it sounds so easy, and it sounds so mundane, but really it's a tall order. Okay, when you're not used to that, when you've never heard that message before. How am I supposed to be okay when this happens? How am I supposed to be okay when that happens? Well, you just look at it, you acknowledge it, you realize what it is. It's just another archon. Okay, well, my challenge is I can either go down with the ship, or I can keep swimming. And the more you just keep swimming, the better you get. Right? The thing is that when we choose to dive down into those lower frequencies again, it just slows down your manifestations, right? So the trick is to try to keep at the high level, right? Keep your energy at the high level. Just continue to be okay. And that way your manifestations can keep coming. They don't get bounced off, and, because we never know when things are going to come in, right? So we always want to be ready. And being ready looks like being in the vibrational level of where your manifestations are coming from. So you really just, I'm looking over the board here and I'm just saying it's really just about these are ways to make sure that you're ready when it all comes to you. You really, the message is simple. You just protect your energy, take care of yourself, realize that you're growing and that everything that happens is okay, and know that you're worthy of receiving these blessings. Go with the flow. So, I don't know about you guys. I feel like I hope you got what you needed out of that. I'm feeling a little bit out of my head. I think I need to ground again before I do the next message. But I feel like that came out the way it was supposed to. Hopefully, everything was spoken well and understood. All right. I hope that you guys enjoyed this message. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I love to hear from you guys. I hope that you have a beautiful and blessed day, and I will thank you all for coming, and I will see you again soon. All right, guys, take care.